If Regis says he's okay, and I did see the vision of him feeling guilt and remorse, and he did save Regis, then that counts for a lot. I know it probably doesn't make much of a legal defense, but it does count for a lot, in my opinion. Now the question is, will it count for a lot in the Duchess's opinion? The problem is, the people of Toussaint seem to have a very simple and black and white view of things. Detlef is a monster, he's killing knights, ergo bad guy. And they've got a point, they've got an argument. I'd never really noticed. Wait. These statues, there's a bunch of statues of a guy sat in a calm, meditative state, ready for battle with large swords, and there's two of them carrying a falcon.
But was it not you who
Is there a that just bothers my sense of... Actually, no, there is a sense of symmetry. It's the second on the left as you come from either side, right? Is that important, do you think? Probably not. I'm just wasting time, aren't I? Things like this, though, make me think there's a puzzle to be solved. Like, you know you've been a Witcher too long when you see mismatching statues and start wondering where the levers are to uncover whatever secret they have. How the hell am I... Okay, that was a bit...
Lifting hand to mouth. Why I stand to put nothing aside for my daughter.
Those doors are a little loud, aren't they? Alright, I have a feeling I'm not actually heading towards... No, I'm not. I'm somehow... Can I... I'm going to keep going this way. I'm sure I can get round eventually. I seem to be losing a fight with the doors. Not only are they louder than I, they don't want to open. There's probably a front entrance, surely. This is... Oh, wait. This is the back entrance. Maybe this is the front entrance, actually. I could go and meet the painter. No. Go and talk to the Duchess. Why is everyone running in this direction? Has something happened? Maybe he's chasing the child. Get back here, you little... You know, that kind of a thing. Okay, I've got to get up there. How do I get in there? Oh, I'm sorry. I should be looking where I'm going. I'm just not 100% sure where I'm going. That looks good. This looks good. This. Yes. Up there. And... Oh.
And what?
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Found the beast, but that's it. Case got more complicated. Should we tell her the truth or just say we're still looking for it and keep... Found the beast, but that's it. Thing is, I have a feeling she's not going to understand Regis's point of view. Found the beast, but that's it. She's not going to be happy with that, though, is she? That's not really very much. I've picked up the trail. Now, let's just...
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Real powerful.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
He's killing people in the
Garlic's
daylight.
useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Go ahead, let them go to their deaths. Okay, that's a little callous. Stay out of this is a bit aggressive, but go ahead, let them go to their deaths is a bit callous. I mean, it's kind of how I feel, because Detlef will tear them apart, but that is not going to help the situation.
Whoa, this is work for a witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What then do you intend to do?
This is... Right, yeah, okay.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Yeah, this is the bit you're not going to like. Because my plan is go chat with him, apparently. I've got a nice new outfit, so I do look charming, though, you know.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Actually, that is a very
Higher
Toussaint
vampires,
story, isn't
they're
it?
like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Agreed, but, you know, render him harmless. That's the trick here. Best way to render him harmless, maybe. The innocent woman's been abducted. Come on, this is Toussaint. There's a damsel in distress.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
Don't you want to know who
And
did
what
that?
do you propose to do?
Find the blackmailer. Free the vampire's lover, find the blackmailer, drag him back here, let you execute him horribly. How about that? And then hopefully Detlef goes off and stops killing people, because, you know, I really don't think it's a good idea to fight him. Not just because he's really, really powerful, but also he's a friend of my friend, and I'm not all that keen on that. So, yes, that's a terrible excuse. I do realise that, but, you know, there you go.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher.
Yes!
You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saar Tour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high.
Okay, I've got good
It's
senses,
simple.
but that's weird.
Saint-Réal, the 1269.
Sangreal!
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint-Réal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Sangreal, depending on how it's pronounced, could either mean holy chalice or royal blood. I suspect royal blood. I believe those are the possible interpretations of that. What do you mean, we? What do you mean? What do you mean, we? Of course she's going to come. She's probably going to rip her dress off again. Not saying I'm complaining, but that's probably what's going to happen. Let's talk about the wine first. This specific wine, tell me more.
Saint-Réal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint-Réal, it is Saint-Réal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Okay, here we go with the we.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
Give up now.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
Is it
It
him?
pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision.
Oh, I like
We
that.
shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip.
Oh,
For the duration
she's
of this
awesome.
mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
I guess. Really? I don't have... I mean, I've got a painting to do. But that seems a little weak sauce, doesn't it, really, right now? And I got a statue to help with. But, yeah, no. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
But doesn't everybody know him? Won't they kind of suspect who she is if they see him and me with her? Okay. Where exactly is Castel Ravello? It rings a bell.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Which means, basically, Regis can kill Detlef. We can't. And I don't think Regis is going to want to do that. Unless we've exhausted all other avenues. And even then, who can say?
Hunters have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace.
Okay.
We shall see to this.
Yeah.
Back, you beast! Begone!
Wait, I'm actually low. Yeah. Okay. I'm saving. Relying on the potions and my toxicity. He's bleeding.
Back, you beast!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Yes.
Thank you. You saved our lives.
We did. Seeing as it's night time, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to make some preparations. Because that was stupid. I'm wandering around completely and utterly toxicity free. Ekimara, damage done to... No, it's echidna that I want. Echidna at the very least. And maybe night wraith decoction. Is my health going to come back? Actually, jump! I shouldn't have taken the potion, actually, at the end there. I should have waited for the decoction. Right, where are we going, guys?
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Toussaint. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabrizio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Alright, before you, I just want to check where the hell we are. This is... Okay, where's the... Right, so we're to the north. We're to the north.
Not so fast, Roach. Faster.
Okay.
A tip of the hat to the Tourneys victor.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabrizio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
I want to talk to you. Here for an inspection. Want to talk to you. Sounds a little like an accusation. Here for an inspection. Sounds a bit more neutral, doesn't it? We can just have a look around.
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
That's not how I wanted...
you, sir, to speak to me this way?
That's not how I wanted to say it.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a
Actually?
witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
So the
Did you hear
first
that,
option was
Witcher? Fabrizio will be delighted
friendlier.
to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Saint-Réal?
I am at your service.
Okay, yeah, no, because honestly, I thought the second one sounded a bit more neutral. Oh, we're just coming for a tour, inspect the place, have a look round. Whereas, you know, we've come to talk to you. Yeah, it's never good when someone comes to talk to you. Who's got access to the wine? How's the wine transported? Had any wine stolen? Let's start with...
The Saint-Réal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Saint-Réal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Saint-Réal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
I mean, this man just pretty much said, I'm the main suspect, it's me, I'm the blackmailer, which means he's not. I mean, nobody... I mean, mind you, he's got no reason to think we suspect him. But let's face it, I mean... He's pretty much put himself out of the running by being the only one in the running, in my opinion. That made no sense.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
No, I've got more questions.
Your Grace, how am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal.
I have
Someone
another
who
question.
should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
There's a few other options.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Saint-Réal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
I'm coming, but I'd just like to say, without getting you annoyed at me, because that would be bad, the wine could have been taken from the palace. You've got this wine at the palace, haven't you?
Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire. Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me.
I'm trying to walk.
His father
there you go.
frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
I mean, well, like I said, it could be someone that's at the palace. You know? I'm not saying it's you, but it could be someone at the palace. That would be my favourite theory anyway. Not favourite theory. Best theory.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
It's always someone who's close to you. This?
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
And I'm supposed to do that by looking at the clues and other things. The history of Est. I've actually already... I'm not taking the royal wine. Okay. Herveloos 1269 vintage.
Herveloos. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Est 1269 vintage.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Okay, Fiorano. That's definitely not the one we're looking for, but...
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Shut up, dude!
That sophisticated palate of his.
Don't mention Dandelion! I know that wasn't one on the radar, so to speak, but, you know. Pomino, 1275 vintage.
Got Pomino over here.
I'm guessing above. Or am I guessing wrong? Did I miss something? Nah, that's gotta be it. Sangreal, 1270 vintage. That's not the one we want.
Sanreal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Okay, extinguish. Would it not be close? How do I get across then? Okay, by pushing past her. It's over there or there. Right. Sangreal, 1268.
Sanreal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close.
Just curious.
But not quite the right year.
Glamour. What's glamour? What's glamour? Can I? Your Highness, thank you. Thank you very much. You knew it was going to be the last one I checked. Here we go.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Okay.
Full.
It's going to be the last one, but if I go over there, it'll be the middle one. I've done this before.
This one's full too.
Come on.
Full.
Told you. I absolutely guarantee it. Oh.
This one's full too.
Oh. There was another one. It was going to be the last one, though.
Full.
No, wait!
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sanreal?
Clever
Grab
girl.
a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Okay, good plan. We're going to get completely sloshed, aren't we? I'm going to get drunk as a skunk with the Duchess. That's a battle tap. And we need a battle hammer. No, not the short. There we go. A wooden hammer.
Wooden hammer for tapping barrels.
Okay. Am I going to get drunk and then get into some serious trouble here? Okay. So what do? Just start. Find. But I've found the battle. Oh, I've got to get multiple taps. Of course I do. We got multiple battles. Oh no. I just didn't pick it up. I did not pick it up. All right. Tap the battles for
Got the
Anna.
taps.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
Not that keen on the way she talks to me.
Ready.
Step aside.
Oh, she's going to get drunk. I'm going to do all the work. She's going to do all the drinking. Can't I smell it? Now that I know what it is, can't I smell it?
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good.
I'm a witcher after all. I should just go, this barrel's full of the wrong thing.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have
Cool
gone
word.
sour while aging.
Plonk.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel.
Okay.
The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say
So
about
someone's stolen a barrel of this. But why?
Master Fabrizio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food
Don't
to
sit,
eat,
dude.
but what is a nobleman without land of his own?
Don't sit, that's rude.
I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Don't bargain either. Do not bargain. Really thought nobody would find out. Who'd you sell the wine to? That's the...
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Okay.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Okay.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Thing is this something a little off about this. Why the hell would somebody who's trying to kill off certain people in the duchy go to all this trouble to have a stolen barrel of wine? I mean, this is like almost trying to get caught, and then the wine gets spilled on one of the notes. It's all a bit convenient, isn't it? I mean, that they happen to be obsessed with this one type of wine, unless it's family. And that would make kind of sense, I suppose. Does she have family? Family who are equally obsessed with this wine and want her gone?
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
You're gonna kill him anyway?
What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Cintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Well, I don't really have much in the way of stuff to do really right now. It's not like I got a Gwent match to have. So, yeah, let's do this.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
So I'm a cart driver now. A wagoneer. Oh god. I got a Kaer Morhen flashback moment there. I'm sure you all know which moment.
Relax. Now we wait.
Couldn't I have tried to look a little less like a witcher? I didn't put Hangman's Venom on my weapon.
Ah, our favorite vintner.
Do I look like the vintner? About now you're thinking, what the hell's going on?
It's not him.
I'd give up if I were you. Or fight and die. I mean, that's the other option, of course. And wait, is there anybody here I'm not supposed to kill? Probably. Okay, okay. Don't get near the exploding barrels, guys. Someone else? That one. That's a bandit. Okay, this guy with a big sword. Try not to hit the... Okay. Try not to hit the horses as well. Okay. I love the fact that I don't actually kill the good guys either. Oh, nasty. Come on. And... Okay, I should not be laughing. That is not funny. Guys, can I get to him? I'll probably make a little faster work of it than you.
Well, Witcher.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
Yeah, no.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
We did what we came for. That's what matters. Had no reason to trust me. Yeah, I guess you didn't, I suppose. So, you know, hey, let's be nice.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it.
Right, it's
Let us
definitely
go to
him.
her grace.
He's being nice
she
to me.
awaits nearby.
She's here? Might have known she'd come. I'm just...
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
She's kind of terrifying, you know that? In a good way, but...
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
Can't I just axe him?
Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Axie!
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Oh yeah, she's terrifying. Only use this kind of bait as a last resort. This is true, but I should probably go along with her. It's a pretty good idea. Only use this bait as a last resort. That feels like I'm telling her off, and I think I'm supposed to be going with the flow here.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Okay.
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Okay.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Centurion. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Centurion. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Centurion. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go join you there. I'm not letting her wander around all by herself. No, I'm not. Probably going to regret this, but let's go.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Part of the
Side
training.
effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Centurion appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Okay. Centurion could actually be a middleman. He slipped up and we'll use that. Yeah, the Centurion could be a middleman.
Still don't know this Centurion's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Centurion, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
It's daytime.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Centurion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
What? What? What do you learn? Tell us. Well, it's not the first time there's been a bounty on my head, apparently, but...
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Okay. And, what's that?
The Mandragora. What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Okay, so we're going there to nab the Cintrian.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess
going
is
to the
right.
ball, aren't
Need
we?
to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
There's the we again.
Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
Probably true.
Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
All right. Where do I get appropriate attire? It's going to be something with lace, isn't it? It's going to be something fancy. It's going to be something that causes me actual physical pain to wear, isn't it?